going on, guys? All right. No idea really what the plan is this week, other than the fact we need to get some crap done and the weather's nice. So I'm on the way to the house now. Need to warm up the tractor, and I think we're going to try and stab this engine in. So that's the idea, and just kind of work around it, do what we need to do. I got the rear main seal changed. Transmission's bolted up to it. Don't have the torque converter bolts in it yet. I kind of want to get different bolts just for the fact that they were mixed up whenever I took it apart. So I don't want mixed mass bolts or no crap like that. So we're going to do it right. So I'll grab them. We're going to stab this thing in, and then put the intake on afterwards. Do the coil packs, get those on. Then we got to get a water pump, do the front mount, all that fancy crap like that. So yeah, anyways, we're pulling up to the house now. So Kevin's coming over. He's gonna give me a hand doing this. It's kind of a pain trying to do it by yourself and also not shove an engine through your firewall. So anywho, that's what we're doing. You doubted me, but I want you guys to know I half-assed the way that these mounts sit in here. So I just kind of eyeballed everything. I got my fancy little angle finder. We're gonna set that there. We're what, -1 degree?
Yeah.
Jeez, that is nice. See, I might be a freaking idiot, but sometimes things just work out. All right, guys, back out here today. Kind of put the engine in there last night and end up just kind of looking at it and end up getting busy. So, but the engine is in. It looks pretty dang good. Got everything level, pretty much centered. I mean, I think it's 3/4 of an inch off, which ain't terrible. We're gonna run it. So, I think what I'm gonna do today is I got the intake. I'm gonna put it on. I went and got a water pump, so we need to put that on, all the accessories, do that kind of stuff like that, and really just get this thing ready to fire up. Now, don't expect it to fire in a month, because it won't. Still got to send the harness off. There's a lot of work to do before we start this thing, but we're working towards it. So anyways, it's cold, so I'm gonna hurry up and get this intake on and get back in where it's warm. Oh man. All right, so got everything on the front here. Still got to do a couple things. We got to do the steam line. Got to go over here to our steam lines. Need to get that done. And need to get a belt. I did cut the other one, came off of this. So accidentally trying to get the clutch fan off. Yeah, other than that, this thing's in. And it fits good. It really does. So, got to do a lot of firewall work. Need to get some bead rolling done on that. I need to figure out the header situation. Whenever I put those long tubes up here, I don't have any bolts or else I'd show you guys, but whenever I put them up here, it actually puts the pipe coming out of the hood. And I hate to do that because there's a lot of support down there that holds that hood together. And I hate to lose that. So, got to do some finagling on that, try and figure something out. May do some turbo manifolds instead, but not sure yet. This thing is definitely coming together though, and it's looking good. This is a massive step, and I'm happy that this thing is in here now. So, oh, even the power steering line, look at this. Matches up perfect. It's got a cutter, and then this one screws right into the gearbox. So, that turned out sweet. Still got to do torque converter bolts. Then, also get that engine stand. I'll find a place for it in the garage. Let's see. Yeah, still got to put the transfer case up here, which, no big deal. I just want to get a new gasket for that. Then once that is in, we will start working on everything else as far as getting the engine to where it's pretty much set. So, and it's set, I mean, as far as like the harness and everything like that. So, we're looking good. Other than that, I'm going to go find a warm spot. It's a little cold out here. So, yeah. Pretty sweet. What's going on, guys? Well, we're going to do a couple things with the Oldsmobile today. And I believe we're going to start with the back seat. So, I ended up getting this back seat. I got a $50 bill. And these new t-shirts in. So I got the Radical Rats Garage. And the back. Let me show you the back. All right, this is the back of the shirt. So we got our logo here, Radical Rats Garage. And then, like I said, the front, you got that on your chest. So these turned out great. I did some pre-orders and all that on my Facebook. Basically for kind of like friends and family and stuff like that. So eventually I will do these for the channel. But for right now, I want to kind of get those out and just kind of test the waters. So, yeah. Anyway, so $50 in a t-shirt for that. And we're going to try and get this stabbed in there. Only issue is I got my inner fenders that are hitting. So this is only 44 inches wide, I believe 48 inches maybe. And we got to go to 56. So I'm going to cut out these fenders here, probably actually start up here and go all the way down. That way we can fit the seat in there. And yeah, just kind of make some room for it and just see how she looks. And then we'll plate all this, we'll block it off again. And we still got a plate behind the seat. So no biggie there, we'll get her did. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right, so getting the fender cut, not too bad. Let's fit the seat. It fits in there pretty good. Do got a couple tears here and there, not a big deal. You know, we'll just kind of stitch them the old rat rod style look, and those will be okay. We do have a, oh, if it comes down, a center console. Kinda, an armrest, I guess. That's pretty nifty. Yeah, so we gotta get everything. I'm gonna put a piece of steel all the way across this. That way I can bolt this seat down to it and just be a lot safer. How it's kind of leaned back right now, I think we're gonna do that. So I may end up taking that plate and angling it back a little bit. Either put an angle across there, weld it to it, whichever one might be what we end up doing. But that does leave us quite a bit of room, I would say, up front. So, I mean, you'll have plenty of leg space. I think the back of the front seats will be about right here. So that won't be too bad. Honestly, it's just gonna kind of depend on what kind of seats I find. I'd like to find some bucket seats. That way I can utilize it, go right here to here, and not worry about the transmission tunnel being in the way. And I also want plenty of leg room up here, and then plenty of leg room for back there. Also looks like the driver's side of the seat needs to come up a little bit. It's kind of off, so no biggie, but kind of get dialed in. Really, I just want to set that in there, see if it'll work. We do got a back window. I need to pick it up from Taylor at Starbirds. He's got a back window, so that'll be sweet. We'll be able to see all the backup anyways, because all the back windows do roll up. Just need to get some handles for them. What else? Transfer case. Just need to get a gasket for it. We'll bolt that back on. No big deal there. Yeah, I'm not too sure really what the next step is. Ideally, I would like to get the engine running, but we still got some parts that we need to get for it, such as a wiring harness. We need to do the wiring. Need to figure out some exhaust situation. Like I said, I'll find some turbo headers or something like that, because I don't think those long tubes are really going to work. Which ain't a big deal, but I just hate to chop up my hood. I don't want to when I don't need to. So, what else? So yeah, I think next week we're just gonna piddle on this thing and see what we can get done. I need to bring the sheet of steel home from work. I got another 4x8 sheet of 20 gauge. I need to get bead rolling and do some of the firewall. So we may end up trying to piddle and do some of that next week, and just really try and clean the engine bay up. We got a lot of gap to fill. We got some fenders to fill in. We got fill in the rear fenders. Just some other crap we gotta do. So we'll work on it slowly. So that is it for this week. I think we're done. The Model A needs some work next week. So we have 2 weeks until Starbirds. Still gotta get the flames. I want to do some final touches on this thing. Definitely need to get cleaned up, covered in mud and salt and everything else from driving it around when it was slick. So we'll do some cleaning on it, just get it nice and pretty, and bring it down to Tulsa for Starbirds. So it should be a really good show this year. There's a lot more Rat Rod guys that I know are coming, so I'm looking forward to seeing them. And hopefully we can just have a damn good time. So anyways, like always, I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next time, and you guys have a good week. So take it easy. All right, you want to tell them bye? Knuckles. Boom, boom.